Okay. Good evening, class. Okay.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
Um,
teacher.
teacher.
Good evening,
Good
teacher.
evening. Good
Good evening, teacher.
evening. So last week I didn't give homework, but the week before I did, and we briefly went over some of the common mistakes everyone made. But other than that, everyone did really well. Everyone knew what to write. So today I want to focus on some reading. I'm going to ask you guys to read, I think from the book. Let me share screen. So I'm going to ask everyone to read one sentence from the paragraph, 1 to 2 sentences, and then we will correct it together, and then I'll ask you to read it again, okay? Okay, so today we are going to read activity 9. I'm going to ask one person. Harshini, do you have
Yes,
this book? Do you have this book? Grade 9 workbook?
no book, teacher.
No book? Okay, that's okay. Can you see the screen, Harshini?
Yes.
Okay, you can see the screen. Okay, good. Harshini, I am going to ask you to read the first 2 sentences.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, you can start.
Food, clothing, and shelter are the three most essential necessities of man. Since the beginning of human civilization, human beings have used different types of shelter to slide themselves from the weather, to protect themselves against wild animals and insects, and as a place to rest.
Good. We are going to correct some pronunciation, okay? So first sentence, food. Do you know what the symbol is after food?
No, teacher.
So it's a comma. The punctuation is a comma. So when you see a comma, you always pause. So instead of saying food, clothing, and shelter, you would say food, clothing, and shelter are the three most essential necessities of man. திருப்பி ஒருக்கா வாசிக்கிறேன், okay? Food, clothing, and shelter are the three most essential necessities of man. Okay? Can you try reading this sentence one more time, Harshini?
Okay, teacher. Food, clothing, and shelter are the three
Food,
most.
one second. Food, pause, and then clothing and shelter. Read slowly. Faster vaskitavil, okay?
Okay, teacher. Food, clothing, and shelter are the three most essential necessities of man.
Necessities of man.
Okay, teacher.
Can you read that word again?
Necessities.
Necessities. Necessities. Necessities of man.
Necessities of man.
Good. Okay, one more time. One more time. The full sentence.
Food, clothing, and shelter the three most. Sorry, teacher. Teacher, best land vasikina, teacher.
Oh. Listen to us.
Food, clothing, and shelter are the three most essential necessaries of man.
Okay. Essential necessities of man. One more time. Essential. This word. Essential
Sensual
necessities
necessities
of man.
of man.
Let me see if I can draw. Okay. So essential. T-I-A-L. That's at the end of the word. Do you see my drawing, Harshini?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So essential, E-S-S-E-N is ascend. That's proper pronunciation. T-I-A-L. You'll think to say teal, right? Because it's T-I-A-L, but that's not how you pronounce it. So it's essential. When you see T-I-A, it's like a sh sound, okay? So essential. You pronounce the L you have to really enunciate the L at the end, okay? So essential, ne, N-E is ne, se, se, tees. So T-I-E-S, let me see, T-I-E-S on its own. Let me see this one. So I crossed out the first part. So you have T-I-E-S at the end, right? Just that alone, T-I-E-S, you would say ties. But when it's in a word, when it's together in a word, it's tees. Okay? So you would say ne, se, si, S-I is si, tees, necessities of man. Okay?
Okay.
Ulangi na da.
Oh,
Yes?
teacher.
Okay.
Excuse me, teacher. Once more, please,
Yes.
teacher.
Okay. Food, clothing, and shelter are the three most essential necessities. Oh, sorry. My crayon's on. Okay. Essential necessities of man.
Okay, teacher.
Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Racist. Awesome. Okay. Second sentence. I'm going to read it once and then I'll ask you to read it again. Okay? Since the beginning of human civilization, human beings have used different types of shelter to shield themselves from the weather, to protect themselves against wild animals and insects, and as a place to rest. Okay, that's a bit tough. There's a lot of new words in here. But together we can practice, okay? So, going back to the first sentence, Harshini, did you understand what you read?
Okay, teacher.
இல்ல நீங்க வாசிச்சது உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சுதான்னு நான் கேக்குறேன்.
Oh, teacher.
So தமிழ்ல சொல்றீங்களா நீங்க என்ன வாசிச்சீங்கன்னு முதல் வசனத்துல?
ஒரு உணவு டீச்சர் ஒரு ஃபுட்டை வந்து ஒரு உணவை வந்து ஒரு மனிதர் வந்து 3 டீச்சர் கொஞ்சம்.
It's okay. So you have food. What's clothing?
Teacher.
No.
Do you know what clothing is, Harshini? No? Okay.
Teacher.
Lainavi?
டீச்சர் ஒரு மனிதனோட வாழ்க்கையில வந்து உடை, உணவு, உறையுள்ளாம் முக்கியம்னு சொல்ல வராங்க டீச்சர்.
Yes. So food, clothing is uday, shelter, uraividam. Okay? Are the three most essential. When you see the word essential, it means mukyamana tevai, right? Necessities is also tevai. You can say the sentence will be the same if you write okay. Food, clothing, and shelter are the three, you don't need to use the word most, essential necessities of man. Even if you without most just means like most important. Even without that word, essential means mukyamana, romba mukyamana, and then necessities is tevai. Okay? So, everyone understood? Thumbs up if you understood the first sentence.
Yes, teacher.
Shahrukh, I don't see your thumb.
Yes, teacher.
I see everyone's thumbs up. Okay, good. So second sentence. Okay. Harshini again.
Yes, teacher.
Can you read what I highlighted?
Since the beginning of human civilization.
Okay, since the beginning. Again, since the beginning of human civilization. One more time.
Since the beginning of human civilization.
Okay. How do you say this word? Can you say this word again?
Human.
Human. One more time.
Okay. Human.
There you go. Human. Okay. Human civilization. Human. Harshini, I'm gonna read one or two words and then you repeat after me. Okay, Harshini? Okay. Human beings have used different types of shelter to shield themselves from the weather, to protect themselves against wild animals and insects and as a place to rest. Okay, good.
Okay.
I don't know whose else's mic is on, but can you mute your mic because I'm getting feedback. Just Harshini should be unmuted if she's reading, okay? Okay. So Harshini, you read okay. The second sentence, since the beginning of human civilization. Does anyone யாருக்காவது இதோட அர்த்தம் தெரியுமா? தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்க. தெரிஞ்சா தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்க. You can unmute yourself or raise your hand if you know what it means. Okay, no one. Okay, that's okay. I will explain. So since the beginning of human civilization. So மனிதர் உருவாகிக்க நடந்த விஷயம். When humans first started existing. Okay? Human beings have used different. Does anyone know what the word different means? Can you raise your hand if you know what different means? Okay, Lainavi, Harshni. Who here, if you know what it means, just raise your hand. Okay, Sujitra knows what it means. Deekshana, do you know what the word different means? You know what it means? Okay. So different means vityasam. Beings have used different, so vityasamana types of shelter. So here we had in the first sentence shelter, right? Shelter means uraividam. To shield themselves. Who here knows what shield means? Shield artham therinja kayatungo. Okay. Shield means to cover themselves. So when you have like ஒரு ஆள் போருக்கு போகேக்க அவ வந்து ஆர்மர் எல்லாம் போட்டு soldier and suit எல்லாம் போட்டு போவாங்கല്ലോ, that's a shield. So types of shelter to shield. So அவ இருக்கிற உறைவிடம் அவைய shield பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கும் themselves from the weather. So weather வந்து தெரியும் தானே, வெயில் காலம், பனி காலம். Yes. So themselves from the weather. So to shield, protect, same thing. To protect themselves, protection, right? Themselves against wild animals. So காட்டுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற மிருகங்கள் and insects, பூச்சிகள், and as a place to rest. So rest means relax, to relax or sleep, whatever. Okay? So does everyone understand the second sentence? Second sentence, புரிஞ்சாக்கள், thumbs up. Okay. புரியாட்டா சொல்லுங்க, நான் திருப்பி சொல்லி தருவேன்.
Okay. Teacher, once more, please, teacher.
Okay, you want me to explain the sentence or read the sentence, Lainavi?
Explain, teacher.
Okay. Since the beginning of human civilization. So, மனிதர்கள் first உருவாயின காலம். Human beings have used different வித்தியாசமான types of shelter. வித்தியாசமான உறைவிடங்கள். Yes, Vidur, you have a question? No? If you have a question, you can raise your hand on the Zoom as well. I don't know if everyone knows how to do that, but if you raise your hand, then I'll stop and answer your question. Okay. So have used different types of shelter. வித்தியாசமான உறைவிடங்கள் to shield themselves. அவங்கள பாதுகாக்கிறதுக்காக from the weather. Weather தெரியும் தானே, right? Everyone knows what weather is? Okay, good. To protect themselves, பாதுகாக்கிறது, against wild animals. Wild animals means காட்டுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற மிருகங்கள் and insects, கரப்பாம்பூச்சி, whatever, and as a place to rest. So இந்த உறைவிடம் அவைகளை பாதுகாக்கிறது. எதிலிருந்து பாதுகாக்கிறது? வெதர்ல இருந்து, பிறகு காட்டுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற மிருகங்கள், பூச்சிகள், and அந்த உறைவிடம் வந்து ரிலாக்ஸ் பண்ண, சோர்ந்து இருக்கேக்க நீங்க சும்மா படுக்கிறதுக்காக ஒரு இடமா அமையுது. விளங்கினதா எல்லாருக்கும்? Everyone understood?
Yes, teacher.
Good.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so next, Lainavi, can you read the next two sentences, please?
Since the beginning of human civilization.
This one. This one, the what I have highlighted.
Teacher.
Do you
Indra.
want yeah. Do you want me to read a few words and then you repeat?
In the prehistoric, man made use of what was found in the natural environment for shelter.
Okay, good. Okay, stop. Okay, good. I'm going to read the sentence once, and then I'll read a few words, and then you repeat. Okay, so நான் ஒருக்கா வசனம் வாசிப்பேன், கொஞ்சம் வார்த்தைகள் வாசிப்பேன், அப்புறம் நீங்க repeat பண்ணலாம் லைனவே. Okay?
Okay,
In
teacher.
the prehistoric era, ERA is era, man made use of what was found in the natural environment for shelter. One more time. In the prehistoric era, man made use of what was found in the natural environment for shelter. Okay? இதெல்லாம் நீங்க எழுத தேவையில்ல. I see some people writing. You don't need to write this unless you want to know how to pronounce. எப்படி pronounce பண்ணணும்னு நீங்க எழுதலாம், but அப்படியே copy paste பண்றது தேவையில்ல. Okay? Okay, so Lainavi, I'm going to read the first few words and then you repeat after me, okay? In the prehistoric era.
In the
Prehistoric
era,
good. Man made use of
man made use of
what was found in the natural environment for shelter. Okay. இந்த வசனம் புரிஞ்சதா லைனவி உங்களுக்கு?
Oh, teacher.
What is it saying?
Environment for shelter, teacher.
தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்க இந்த வசனம் என்ன சொல்லுதுன்னு. Tell me what this sentence is in Tamil. So in the prehistoric era, do you know what prehistoric means?
Prehistoric. No, teacher.
Okay, so prehistoric means before history. Everyone can see it, right? What I'm typing? Lainavi, can you see what I'm typing?
Pre-teacher.
Okay, yes, pre means before. Okay, when you see it in a word like prehistoric, pre means before, historic is history. Do you know what history means, Lainavi?
வரலாறு, teacher.
Yes, வரலாறு. So வரலாறுக்கு முன்னம் வந்ததுதான் prehistoric. So before history. வரலாறு வந்து history தான், அதுக்கு முன்னம். So way before time. That's what it is, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So prehistoric era. Era just means அந்த குறிப்பிட்ட காலம். So in the prehistoric era, குறிப்பிட்ட காலம், man made use of what was found in the natural environment for shelter. So man made use of what was found. Man made use of what was found. So என்ன கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்களோ அதை அவ பாவிச்சாங்க. எப்படி பாவிச்சாங்க? for shelter. எங்க
இயற்கையா
கண்டுபிடிச்சு
இயற்கையான
சொல்லுங்க.
உடைகளுக்கு
இயற்கையான உடை இல்லமா, man made use of what was found in the natural environment. So உங்களை சுத்தி இருக்கிற natural environmentல வரலாறுக்கு முன்னம், so முந்தி இருந்தாங்க. Back then, whatever they found in the natural environment, அவங்களை சுத்தி நேச்சர்ல என்ன கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்களோ, they used that for shelter. உறைவிடமா அதை பாவிச்சாங்க. So ஒரு மரத்தை கண்டுபிடிச்சா மரத்துக்கு கீழே அவ இருந்தாங்க. If they found a cave, if they found a rock or whatever, they would use it as shelter, either stay behind it or whatever. So அடுத்தது மரத்தை பத்தி தான் கதைக்க போறோம். Oh yeah, we're still on line of okay. So line of I'm going to read this sentence and then you're going to read it. Okay, so now kind of vasanam vasipen and then you can read. Trees, for example, again comma, right? Trees, for example, provided him with protection against the heat of the sun, the cold in the winter, and the rain.
trees
Do you
for
want me to read it one more time or are you good?
okay.
Okay.
Trees, for example, provide him with protection against the heat of the sun, the cloth in the winter, and the rain.
Cold in the winter and the rain.
Okay.
Can you read that part again?
The cold in the winter and the rain.
Good. So what உங்களுக்கு என்ன விளங்கினது இந்த வசனத்துல இருந்து?
டீச்சர் மரத்தை ஒரு உதாரணமா எடுத்து டீச்சர்.
எதுக்கா உதாரணமா எடுத்தாங்க? என்ன உதாரணம் அது? Provided him with protection, okay, against the heat of the sun. So வெயில்ன்ற கதிரில இருந்து அது அவங்களை பாதுகாக்குது. மரம் அதை அவங்களை பாதுகாக்குது, right? So yes, okay, protection is பாதுகாக்கிறது. Does everyone understand that? Yes?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
So trees, for example, provided him with protection, அவங்களை பாதுகாக்குது, from the heat of the sun. வெயில இருந்தும் குளிர்ல இருந்தும் மரம் அவங்களை பாதுகாக்குது. Okay? Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Next, I'm going to ask Shahrukh, can you read the next sentence, please?
Trees also protect man against animals that could not climb up trees.
Okay. Trees also protected man against animals that could not climb up trees. One more time.
Trees also protected man against animals that could not climb up trees.
Very good. What does it mean? அதுக்கு என்ன அர்த்தம்? So trees also protected, மரங்கள் அவங்களை பாதுகாக்குது, protected man against, எதில இருந்து பாதுகாக்குது?
மிருகங்கள்ட்ட இருந்து
Animals that could not climb up trees. Shahrukh, do you know what that means? Animals that could not climb up trees?
Mm,
Do you want to guess? Guess பண்றீங்களா ஷாருக்?
not
Okay. So, animals that could not climb up trees. Do you know what climb means, Shahrukh? Climb? Um, I only see Lainey raising. Okay, so Lainey, do you know what climb means?
ஏறுதல் teacher.
So climbing means ஏறுறது. So animals that could not climb up trees. Right? So சில மிருகங்களால மரங்கள் மேல ஏற முடியாது. ஆனா மனிதரால மரம் மேல ஏற முடியும். So மனிதர்கள் மரம் மேல ஏறி they'll hide there to protect themselves. அவங்கள பாதுகாக்கிறதுக்காக they'll go up the tree and hide there. But some animals cannot. Right? So அத அவங்கள பாதுகாக்கும். விளங்கினதா ஷாருக் உங்களுக்கு?
yes teacher.
Okay, good. Vidur? So now only Vidur. Vidur, I want you to read the last sentence for me that I highlighted. Starts with later.
Later, man
Shifted.
took care from
Wait, say this word. Shifted.
to
டூக்கு முன்னம் வர்ற வார்த்தை வாசிங்கோ. Shifted.
shifted to
Caves
is from
or
um,
caves
she
one more time. Caves
is
for what's this word? Shelter. இத பத்தி தான் நாங்க இவ்வளவு நேரம் வாசிக்கிறோம். உறைவிடம் shelter, right? Shelter. Which provided greater protection against extreme weather conditions. Okay, that sentence is good. Okay. We're going to read this one more time, okay? Later.
man
Mhm.
what is this?
Shifted
To camp for
caves உறைவிடம்.
shelter
Good. Which provided greater protection against extreme
weather
Mhm.
can be Can
Conditions.
condition.
Okay? Okay. So I'm going to read this one time so the class can hear how to properly read it. And then I'll explain what it means. Okay? So நான் இந்த வசனம் ஒருக்கா வாசிப்பேன். And then நான் explain பண்ணுவேன். என்ன அர்த்தம்னு. Okay? Later, man shifted to caves for shelter, which provided greater protection against extreme weather conditions. So later, பிறகு, so prehistoric was before history, right? வரலாறுக்கு முன்னம். And then later means வரலாறு இல்லாட்டி வரலாறுக்கு அப்புறம். Man shifted, so they shifted, move பண்ணவ. How do I say it? இடம் மாறினவ. Man, yes, இடம் மாறினவ to caves for shelter. So இவ்வளவு நாள் மரத்துல தான் அவன் உறைவிடம். But now it's caves. Caves are their shelter, which provided greater protection. இன்னும் பாதுகாப்பு கொடுத்தது. Against எதிலிருந்து extreme weather conditions. ரொம்ப கஷ்டமான weather conditionsல அவைய பாதுகாத்தது. Okay? Next. Deekshana, can you read the last sentence here?
However, they operated less protection against wild animals.
However, they offered less protection against wild animals. One more time. Full sentence.
However, they offered less
Offered.
protection
Offered. It's not offered. Offered, yes.
offered less protection against wild animals.
Good. வசனம் புரிஞ்சதா தீக்ஷனாக்கு? Did you understand what you read?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, தமிழ்ல சொல்றீங்களா? என்ன வாசிச்சீங்கன்னு? It's okay. Okay. So, however, they offered less. So when they shifted, அவ மரத்திலிருந்து கேவுக்கு மாறினவ ஷெல்டருக்கு உறைவிடத்துக்கு அப்படி மாறேக்க less protection. What does less mean? Lessக்கு அர்த்தம் என்ன? And I'm talking to okay, if I say your name, then you can answer. But right now I'm talking to Deekshana, okay? So, Deekshana, do you know what less means?
உறைவிடம்.
Less is குறைவு. கூட means more, குறைவு means less, right?
Okay, teacher.
So they offered less protection. குறைவான பாதுகாப்பு against wild animals. So cave வந்து பெரிய பெரிய how do I explain? It's like rocks. You know, பெரிய கல்லுக்கு ஒரு சின்ன இடமா இருக்கும் அதுக்குள்ளதான் நம்ம இருப்பாங்க அந்த காலத்து மனிதர்கள். So கல்லுக்குள்ள இருக்கேக்க அதுக்குள்ள காட்டு மிருகங்களும் போகலாம். Right? So when you're in a cave, wild animals can go in there too. So that's why it's less protection. குறைவான பாதுகாப்பு மிருகங்கள்ல இருந்து. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Did everyone understand this sentence? Thumbs up if you understood. Thumbs up. Okay, good. Okay. Abhishek, can you read this sentence, please?
Gradually, man learned to build a shelter of his own to protect himself.
Very good. Okay. Artham enna, Abhishek?
I don't know, teacher.
Okay. So, gradually, so through time, man learned to build. So they learned. You know what learned means, Abhishek? Learned?
No, teacher.
Okay. Without the T, do you know what learn means? T கடைசியில T இருக்கല്ലോ அந்த T அவர் தவிர்த்தா Learn. Just the word learn. Do you know what that means?
டீச்சர் கற்றுக்கொண்டனர்.
I said Abhishek, but it's okay. Yes, கற்றுக்கொள்றது. Man learned, so அவர் கற்றுக்கொண்டவர். To build. To build. So build means உருவாக்குறது. ஒரு கட்டிடம் கட்டுறது, right? So they learned to build a shelter, so உறைவிடம், of his own to protect himself. So மரத்திலிருந்து and then caveலிருந்து இப்ப மனிதர்கள் தாங்களாவே கற்றுக்கொண்டு ஒரு உறைவிடத்தை உருவாக்குறாங்க தங்களுக்காக. That's how we got houses. அப்படிதான் வீடு எல்லாம் எங்களுக்கு அமையுது. விளங்கினதா? அபிஷேக்கு விளங்கினதா?
Yes, teacher.
எல்லாருக்குமே okay, அபிஷேக் விளங்கி. Okay, good. Um, Abhishek, I want you to read the next sentence too, please.
It is believed that man initially made use of bones, stones, and even parts of trees to build his shelter.
Can you read this word? Initially. Can you read that again, Abhishek? Initially.
Initially.
Good. So beginning of class, I don't know if you remember, I told the class that TI, right? It's like chill. So initially, so it's not initially. That's what people might say, but it's initially. It is believed that man initially made use of bones. What does bones mean? Abhishek, what does bones mean?
Elumbu.
Yeah, elimbu, stones.
Katkal.
Yes. And even parts of trees. Parts of trees. What does that mean? Parts of trees.
Pagangal, teacher.
Yes. To build his shelter. Build means அப்போது சொன்ன நான்.
கட்டுறது.
Yes. கட்டுறது. So to build his shelter. அவன் உறைவிடத்தை கட்டுறதுக்காக they used bones, stones, and even parts of trees. Okay? Good. Good. Okay, next. These two sentences. Suditra. Everyone read, right? Anyone else that needs to read hasn't read yet?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, I think Sujitra's last. Okay.
Later, man learned to use material like earth, which was tied in the sun from clay blocks. Then he understood that the blocks of clay became stronger when they were burned and tied.
Okay, good. Good reading. But we have some words we need to we need to go over. So, what's this word?
Tried.
Dried.
Tried.
One more time. Dried. Good. அர்த்தம் தெரியுமா?
முயற்சி பண்றது டீச்சர்.
Okay, that's tried. Okay. Okay, now I have to. I will. Tried is tried. Okay. So, tried means முயற்சி பண்றது.
காய வைக்கிறது.
Can you see what I'm typing? Sudhitra, can you see what I'm typing? Okay. So tried means முயற்சி பண்றது. Dried means காய்றது. Right? So நீங்க துணி வந்து நீங்க கழுவிட்டு காய வைப்பீங்க தானே? காயறது வெயில காய வைப்பீங்க. That's dried. Okay? And then you have cried. Both spelling are okay, depending on which country you're in. But cried means அழுறது.
அழுகிறது.
Yes. So dried is what, Sujitra?
காய வைக்கிறது டீச்சர்.
காய வைக்கிறது. Yes. Okay. So later, man learned to use materials like earth, which was dried in the sun. So வெயில்ல காய வச்சது. To, what's this word?
From.
Form.
For.
Form வர, from வர. From means from something. I took the book from school. School இருந்து நான் ஒரு புத்தகத்தை வாங்கினேன். I took the book from school. Form means உருவாக்குறது. Okay? So earth which was dried in the sun to form clay blocks. To form clay blocks. What's a great example? I took the soil to form a plant. Okay? So மண்ணில இருந்து நீங்க plant செய்யறது. Form means உருவாக்குறது. From means from something. எடுக்கிறது. ஏதோ இருந்து எடுக்கிறது. எங்கேயோ இருந்து வருது. Form means உருவாக்குறது. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
இன்னொரு ஃபார்மும் இருக்கு. There's two forms. So முதல் form வந்து இந்த form வந்து உருவாக்குறது. To form clay blocks. What's the other form? Do you know what the other form means?
வடிவம் டீச்சர். விண்ணப்ப படிவம் டீச்சர்.
So there's two forms. வடிவம் அமைக்கிறது. And then the second form is ஒரு form நீங்க fill out பண்ணுவீங்க ஸ்கூல்ல or classல. Yeah, that's the other form. Okay?
Okay, teacher. Okay, teacher.
Okay, good. We don't have much time left. So we can continue reading this next class. Let me see. Stop. Okay. So next class, we'll continue reading it. But so far, good, ஓரளவு good reading. Just சில எழுத்துக்கள் நாங்க கூட pronunciate பண்ணணும், வித்தியாசமா pronounce பண்ணணும். மற்றபடி எல்லாரும் வடிவா தான் வாசிக்கிறீங்க. Good reading. For homework, I don't want you guys to write anything for this week's homework. I just want you guys to practice reading more so that our next class will do a little bit of reading and then more writing. Okay? Valanginada?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Understood? Yeah. So this for homework, there's no writing homework. Just practice your reading. So வாசிக்கிறத நல்லா முயற்சி செய்யுங்க. And then அடுத்த வகுப்புல கொஞ்சம் வாசிப்பு ஆனா கூட எழுதுவாங்க. We'll write more grammar and stuff. We'll learn more about that. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. I will see everyone next class. Thank you for coming on
Thank you,
time
teacher.
for today's class. and I will see everyone next class. Okay? Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher.